Hello, welcome to today's video, which we're going to be reviewing the Maisemore's polystyrene hive. These are national beehives. They come in 3 different sizes. You can have a standard brood box, a 14 by 12, or the jumbo as we've got here, or a commercial, but they're all based the same. So we have a nice deep lid on these. They're made out of 100 gram density polystyrene, and they're actually built in the UK. So under the lid they come complete with a clear crown board. Now when you get these, you actually peel off this piece of paper, and there's your crown board, which fits nice and snug on the top there. You can replace that with a more conventional one if you want to. Inside we have the super, which takes 11 frames, and they actually have inbuilt runners in all of the boxes. The supers and the brood boxes have inbuilt runners. At first I thought this was going to be a weak spot on the hive. I think it would get damaged with a hive tool. What I do is I cover them in Vaseline before I put them out for the bees to use, and up to now I've never had an issue with them. When I spoke to the manufacturer about them, by the way, the manufacturers do not support us or sponsor us in any way, this is an independent review. What they did say is that they took that into consideration when they built them, and they've actually put runner guides in here, so you can put runners in, or castellated runners if you wanted to. You can remove the built-in runner, or you can put a runner in through this gap here. These pieces come flat packed, so that is a super, complete with screws, and I'll show you how to put one together in a minute. So if you buy a complete hive, it comes with 2 supers, and you can actually buy them complete with frames built up if you want to. Queen excluder, plastic one. Again, if you want to upgrade to a wired framed one, they will fit on here. And your brood box. This one is for taking 14 by 12s. Again, has the built-in runners. Nicely built. Then we have the floor, which I particularly like. This is the entrance block, which again I brought up with the manufacturer as being a little bit flimsy, but as they quite rightly said, how often do you actually take these out? If you did damage it or lose it, you can easily you can get replacements from them, or you can easily put a wooden one in there without any problem. But it's not something that you take out and move regularly. It comes complete with the hive though. We have a very nice Varroa floor here, all screwed down with stainless screws, and at the back we have the slide out tray. There's no locating lugs on this floor for the brood box like there are on some manufacturers, which means in the winter, if you are used to nadiring, you can actually put your super on the bottom and your brood box on the top. This is a completely smooth surface. Also, you can mix wooden and polystyrene pieces together, which is also a benefit. So that is your jumbo, and you just pop them on and line them up. From our experience, the bees thrive in these hives. They love polystyrene, and we never have any problems with condensation. I do particularly like the roof on this style of hive, because it is slightly more forgiving than some that are available. There is a little bit of give there, so when you've painted the outside of your hive, and the manufacturers recommend that you paint them with masonry paint, choose whatever colour you like, but by the time you've done that, there's still a little bit of give on there. You don't have to fit it perfectly, and it's quite deep as well. Now this is how they come, flat packed with dovetail joints, so it means they're easier to move around. You don't have to have a huge car if you go and pick one up, and everything that you need is in the one packet. So we'll just undo this. have a look what we've got here. The brood box is going to be exactly the same construction. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, 1 set of instructions and 1 set of screws. The indentations obviously go on the outside and the runners go upwards. So we should have 2 matching pieces, which are those 2, and then 2 for the other sides, to those 2. Fit together nicely like that. There we go, just push them together and that's it. You can use Copydex to glue them together if you want to. I've never found the need to do that, but it is an option. There we go, that's all there is to it. Final piece. Can't be easier, can it? Much quicker than building yourself a wooden one. All done, it's square and everything. So at this point you take the screws and put them in through the joints here. There's enough to do the whole box and you're ready to go. Brood box, exactly the same, you just get a few more screws with it. So there are generally 3 per corner for the supers. We've got 9 on the jumbos, probably about 6 on the standard. So so when we've opened the packet, we get the instructions, we get the bag of screws, and with the whole of the hive, we also get a nice tidy hive strap that will go all the way around it, and it's about 5 meters in length, so it will hold plenty supers in place as well. If you like what you've seen, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want to subscribe, somewhere on here, on the screen somewhere, there's going to be a little button that you can press and you can subscribe and we can send you some more information. If there is anything that you want reviewing, don't forget to drop us a note in the box at the bottom and we will do our very best to do that for you.